Where is 7-month-old baby Emmanuel?
They have searched the home, they have searched nearby fields, they have searched along the highways.
But when she woke up from the attack, the baby is gone. No money is taken, there's no sex attack, no carjack. She heard one word, hola, and she wakes up and the baby's dead. At this hour, the search for baby Emmanuel goes on. Dave Mack, what are the parents charged with as of tonight?
As of right now, Rebecca Haro has been charged with first-degree murder, and Jake Haro is charged with malice murder.
Question to Steve Fisher. We have not found a body. They could have given the baby away. They could have sold the baby. They could have abandoned the baby somewhere in another state. I don't know. What could L.E. have that tells them the baby is dead? Example, in the Jennifer Dulos missing Connecticut mom of 5 case, we've never found her body. But there was such a copious amount of blood in the garage where she had just come home from drop off at school. They could tell there was so much blood, she had to be dead. So what could they have, Steve Fisher, in this case to embolden them to bring murder charges without a body?
And they were quick to do that as well, I'd say. Blood, we've heard that there's possible blood evidence in the house. Personally, they're processing the scene. I was there. I saw them sifting, through trash, and they seem to be focused on one particular room in the house. They could, blood from, if they have blood from the house, they processed it from they seized the vehicle. There could be forensic material in that vehicle. There could be, they seized their cell phones. Who knows what could have been in the erased, folders on that, which Celebrate can pull out. There could be, other digital, forensic. They could be talking about concocting a story,
And joining me right now, Dr. Thomas Coyne, Chief Medical Examiner, District 2 Medical Examiner's Office, State of Florida, forensic pathologist, toxicologist, neuropathologist. Dr. Coyne, thank you for being with us. I heard Joy Benedict and Steve Fisher state that in addition to shoulder-to-shoulder searches for baby Emmanuel in very rough terrain, cadaver dogs have been brought out. Cadaver dogs look only for human tissue from a deceased human. So my question is this, Dr. Coyne, the dogs are not looking for a live baby. How quickly after a child is killed would decomp begin? What is it so quickly after death that cadaver dogs can smell?
Well, the process of decomposition starts immediately after we die. Once our immune system is basically shut down, as our blood stops circulating, all of that bacteria that's within inside our internal cavities, our intestines, begins to digest us. And that process called putrefaction produces a number of volatile chemicals as it begins to digest our blood, our body fat, and those are the chemicals, those organic chemicals that the dogs pick up, and those are what the dogs are actually trained on. These dogs will actually be trained on the scent of decomposing remains at various stages of decomposition, and they can pick up that sound, that smell very readily.
Dr. Coyne, I'm sure that you are used to a constant influx or stream of dead bodies, including children, babies.
Yeah,
be it accidental, natural cause, undetermined, or homicide. But when I look at this baby's picture, control room, I'd like to see baby Haro. I want to see Emmanuel. When I look at baby Emmanuel, he's just 7 months old. I just want to hold him. I want to bring him home with me. I want to feed him. I want him to help get well. I want to see one picture of this baby with a smile. Just one. I have combed through every photo I have of this baby, and not one photo is this baby smiling. Not one. I'm not the only one that's noticed on Twitter, on Facebook, everywhere, Insta. everyone's saying, does the baby never smile? Why? But Dr. Thomas Coyne, when I hear what you're saying about putrefaction, and you said something about the body fluids start digesting the baby, and I look at this photo, I don't know how you do it every day, Coyne.
It's hard. Those are the hardest cases that I have to deal with. Child abuse cases in particular. As a father myself, you have to get good at tucking your emotions inside and doing the job that's necessary so you can help bring justice to these poor kids.
What were you saying about the body's fluids actually digest the body? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Yeah. So what happens is, our intestines especially, they're lined with bacteria, and that bacteria will literally begin to digest our tissues, because now that we're dead, our own body's immune system isn't there to protect us, and so that bacteria can just move all throughout our body, digesting our tissues. And also, as our tissues break down, enzymes within our own body tissues now can also aid in that process. So over time, especially if this body is outside, that process will proceed pretty rapidly. So within 30 minutes or so of a body dying and decomposition starting, there should be enough volatilized organic compounds that any dog can pick up that scent.
Dr. Coyne, I know this is excruciating, and I've had to do this in front of the jury, and I could look over at them. I hated to even look at them because some of them would be wincing when they heard this. But could you explain what happened to Promise Faith, this missing baby's sister who was found in this horrible condition at just 10 weeks? 10 weeks.
Yeah.
What happened to her, Coyne?
Well, specifically abusive trauma. I mean, the totality of her injuries, right? The fact that she has rib fractures, she has a fracture of her leg, she has a skull fracture and hemorrhage within her brain. That pattern right there, that distribution of injuries is characteristic of abusive trauma. And I say that because so often you'll hear parents try to explain this as a fall, or I accidentally dropped the child, or the child fell off the changing table.
I'm sorry, I'm having a choking incident. Choking incident. Because that's exactly what he said. He said some BS about he was bathing her and she fell. If there is a witness stating that mommy, Rebecca Haro, was there at the Big Five days before the baby goes missing, asking, is there surveillance video in the parking lot? Oh, it's over. Put a fork in her. It's done. She was planning a way to devise a fake kidnap of the baby, and the baby was already gone or dead.
If everything that she did occurred after the fact, after her quote-unquote husband murdered that child, it does not make her complicit. And moreover, any foreknowledge that she had of the other child is not imputed to her. There is no way for her ahead of time to have had advanced knowledge of the other baby's medical chart, the police reports from the other case to say that she is complicit in this. Worst case scenario, she is an accessory after the fact, trying to protect him any way she can, likely out of fear, frankly. She's probably terrified that if she comes forward and exposes him in any way, that she's next.
Okay, so she put her own skin before saving her baby. Now, isn't it true, and this is a yes/no, if that's possible, Dubé, isn't it true that under the law, a jury can take into account the defendant's actions before, during, and after the murder?
Yes.
According to these witnesses, if in fact they exist, the mom came to the Big Five sporting goods store trying to case the joint and determine if there were surveillance cameras in the parking lot. And what a coincidence, a few days later, she's back in the same parking lot, sans surveillance cameras, and gets attacked again in the parking lot. But this time they don't just burglarize her car, they take the baby and blame some guy nobody sees that she can only identify by one word, hola. Okay, you save all that for the jury. Okay, I'd just be mad if you didn't.